All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our live lesson for our Unit 1, Lesson 1. I'm going to start off by sharing my screen with you. Give me 1 second here. There we go. So, a couple of things for this lesson today. I want to go through the idea of thinking about power. Now, I got a few messages from a few students in regards to this concept of thinking about power, and understandably so. I mean, it's a pretty big question. But the reason why I structure the course with this question sort of right from the beginning is because it is a theme in our course that sort of streams through every unit. This idea of power, super, super important in regards to thinking about what power is, what power means, really. Um, there we go. I just wanted to switch over. There we go. So we start off with this question and understanding that there's not necessarily one correct answer. I know there is a clear definition in terms of a generic definition of power, but under this course is to sort of design not only as a college preparation course, but it is designed to really create us into more analytical and critical thinkers. So understanding that power is not one simple basic definition. It depends on your position in society. There are people that have had really positive experiences with authority, power, status, demographic. There are other people in society in different situations where power maybe has not been so positive. So the videos that are set up in the lesson are for that purpose, is to kind of understand that depending sort of your perspective and your experience in the world and in life, your understanding of power, when you're forced to really think about it and where you fall into that, may not be what you thought. And that's okay. It's okay to change your perspective. It's okay to say, oh, I never really thought of that before, and sort of revamp this idea. It's okay to sort of force yourself to look internally and question your interactions, your status, your position of power. What is it? Where do I even fit in that? So part of this course and sort of unit 1 is to sort of get that ball kind of thinking in your head, that wheel, and understanding the concept of power can in fact be different depending on your experience and perspectives with it. Um, in regards to the videos, like I said, it's to show you different perspectives. It's not necessarily for you to take and copy from, although I would imagine that you very well might be inspired by, and that's okay too. And then we get into our mind mapping. Really, really important because you sort of mind mapping is sort of designed where you visually see all the thoughts in your head. And there's no right or wrong angle to take this in. It's just a matter of which angle do you feel is going to be the strongest for your paragraph. So again, it's not about right or wrong. And I would imagine that you'll have tons of ideas, probably too many, where it's like, I don't even know what to do with this. But then looking at your mind map and saying, okay, I could go thousands of places. I'm going to pick my strongest pathway. What is it? What does that look like? And then go from there. And then right underneath, you have your peel organizer. I will flip back to my lesson here to show you. So this is our lesson 1. There's our videos that I was talking about. I've done a little embedded lesson as well, talking about this understanding of power, just sort of reiterating from that. That's the mind map of which I'm also referring to. Some students have asked me how they want this submitted. You can do an online mind map with the link I've provided. You can do it on paper and pen, take a picture, upload it, totally up to you. Here is the Peel paragraph organizer that I was talking about. And again, this is kind of what it looks like. So it's the idea that when you are structuring a paragraph, this is an English 3C level. We are preparing you for college. What does that mean in the big picture? It means it's not necessarily, we start to sort of understand that, um, oh, I didn't share my screen. Sorry, Pam. I didn't press the right button. I apologize. I will fix that. Thank you for telling me. I will absolutely fix that in a moment. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. We're just going through our lesson. So please feel free to type or tune in as we go. So getting back to this idea of power. So with the Peel Organizer, this is it's an English 3C prep course. What that means is we start to focus on more structured writing. So that means that when we're writing, formatting starts to count, the ability to have an opinion, focus that opinion. So rather than saying, oh, well, I kind of think this and this. No, it's about picking a side, supporting that side, and coming up with solid examples, strong supporting examples to defend and strengthen your position. So it's not so much about having a right or wrong position, it's about how well can you support that position. So the graphic organizer, the Peel organizer that is included in the lesson is to help you with that. And again, then when you move down, which I will, sorry guys, 1 second here. Making sure I share my screen properly. Please bear with me. It's loading, loading, loading. It does this funky thing. I don't know why. There we go. I'm hoping this, and I'm on a different screen, so I can't even answer the question right now. I'm hoping you see this. So basically, and again, you guys have access to the lessons, of course, as well. So there is your Peel organizer that I would like you to submit along with your mind map. They count as marks. Under thinking and inquiry and under application, all of your rough work always counts in a good way. You get marks for critical thinking and sort of documenting that process. So get the marks where you absolutely can is my theory. When you scroll down, we have some writing assignments in terms of kind of like a checklist, making sure that your definition of power is included, making sure that you've included all things that you kind of need to. And then we have a link here of which you will, of course, submit your work to. So that is sort of a brief sort of explanation in regards to the assignment itself. And I should be back. Hopefully that worked, I hope. Again, sometimes my computer gets a little glitchy. There we go. So I'm going to open it up to our students that are here. Are there any questions or anything that you have in regards to the power paragraph? Please interrupt. Please type away. Let me know. Um, I have the paragraph structured, or excuse me, due tomorrow. And it's important to, I want to sort of reiterate, I have the due date set up that I want students to sometimes really take advantage of the time frame. And I know for some students, they want to work ahead really, really quickly because they have the time, understandably so. But it's important too to make sure to get full marks to really benefit from sort of quality versus quantity sometimes. Just don't push yourself to rush too quickly. And it's for no other reason, really, other than making sure that all expectations have been met. So sometimes, I mean, I had students on the first day try and submit 2 assignments where I was like, okay, whoa. I've given you like a week, and I've given you a week on purpose. So kind of how due dates are structured, you can always see the due dates in the agenda. You can go to the Dropbox, also see when the due dates are for your tasks and for your assignment as well. Um, but again, if you want to work a little bit ahead, that's okay. But I wouldn't stress to go too ahead for the sake of time and just making sure that in 6 weeks, try and take advantage of as much time kind of allotted as you can. It goes by fast. And I'll do my best to kind of work with you. I mean, if you do need more time on certain things, that's fine. Just communicate with me so that I know. Tomorrow we're going to start off with biases in the news. So like I said in the agenda, the course is designed with release conditions. So you'll see once you did the originality report, then of course unit 1, lesson 1 pops up. Once that is completed, lesson 2 and then lesson 3 will pop up. So by next week, by the beginning of next week, we will be on unit 2. So give or take, depending on, you're looking at about a unit a week, give or take. I know our novel unit has a bit more, so that goes a little bit longer. So you're looking at about 4 units plus a collimating task. So again, in a 6-week course, that's pretty average. in terms of how it's structured. So every other day, roughly, there's something due, whether it's a smaller task, bigger task, discussions, things like that, to try and keep students on track.